Yeah, I'm trying to quit it, but looks like it's you. I can't deny you, right? But I'm telling you, this has to be my first and last for today. No, I'm not going to have a single beer after this. This has to be my last one. Right? You agree? Okay, then it's fine. I'll have just one bottle of chilled breezer. Okay? So I have to do the laundry today, then I have to go to the school. Who cares? This is just for the video, right? So forget it. Now, then I have to go to the bank, then I have to go to the court, then I have to go to the mall to pick up some stuffs. Then I have to pick up the breakfast. And after that, what else? I have to clean my apartment. But wait. Today we have this Game of Thrones series is coming in Netflix. So what do you think? I can watch one episode, then I can do all these tasks, right? So what's the time? What? It's 12 p.m. Yeah, anyways, I woke up right now, so it's a good morning for me. Who cares? So I'll just go pick up some breakfast and I'll just have one episode. Then I can do all these tasks, right? Simple. Can you resonate between any one of these two? Then in this episode of Life Hack series, we are going to understand the psychology of the similar behavior and pick up the hidden psychology out of it and implement those in our activities that is empowering, that we are actually procrastinating from years. So basically we are not learning anything new here, right? We will understand the hidden psychology of the behaviors that we don't want to do, but still we end up doing it. We will pick those and implement it in those kind of activities that we have been procrastinating from years. See, we already know this, we have been practicing it from years after years, but we don't know the hidden psychology and how to implement the same psychology into a positive and empowering activity. Okay, so if you want to know more how to implement your hidden psychology into more positive and empowering activities that you have been procrastinating, then make sure you watch this video till the end, okay? Has it ever happened with you that during the whole week you have been trying and controlling yourself not to drink up in the coming weekend, and suddenly in that Friday night you got a call from some of your friend and he said he has a house party, and then you manipulated your whole week's practice and said, okay, I'm going to the party, but I'm just going to have one beer. Okay, not anymore. And once you reached there, you saw all the beers around, all the cans, all the alcohols, and all your friends are boozing, everyone is out, and you were just having one beer, and you just said to yourself, okay, I have promised myself I not to have more, so I'll just set it up with one. And next day morning when you wake up with a hangover. So what happened here? Even though you trained your brain not to have more than a beer, still you ended up having a lot and became drunk, and next day you got a hangover. What happened here? Why this happened? Let me tell you, in the very moment when you sat with your friends just to have one beer, not more than one, just to have one beer, that very moment you got caught up with the very psychology that I call the momentum that gets you to the speed. So basically you caught up to the momentum of drinking beer, and as I told you, momentum brings you the speed, Hence, you ended up drinking more and more that night. Well, let me give you another example. Has it ever happened that you had been waiting desperately to watch one of your favorite season in Netflix, and one fine Sunday you got time to watch it and you decided to watch only one episode because you have other works to do in your weekends, right? So you ordered your Coke and some snacks and made yourself comfortable in the couch and started watching the long-awaited episode of Game of Thrones. Now, you were so captivated to that episode and wanted to know what will happen next, but you realized that you promised yourself that you will watch only one episode and then do all the other pending works. But you know what? Unconsciously, you have already caught up with the momentum of speed, and you will say, okay, let's watch only the second episode and I'm done. And by the time you leave your couch, it's already midnight and you will say, oh shit. And you will promise yourself that you will not do this again. But the same thing repeats the next weekend. But I have a breakthrough idea. What if we take the same proven concept and implement it in some empowering or constructive work that can actually bring some good to us or to them who are surrounded to us, instead of putting that proven psychology, which I say momentum gets to the speed, into destructive or disempowering or lethal work that we ourselves are fed up of doing. Is it possible? Yes, it is, and it's very simple. Let's break this pattern and understand what is the concept and how can we actually take the advantage of this concept called momentum gets to the speed. And the good news is you don't have to learn something new. In fact, you are already habituated with this habit, but you don't know it consciously. You are practicing on a regular basis, but you don't know consciously what it is and how to channelize this to your empowering and new good stuffs, good things that you want to do on a regular basis, but you are not able to do it. So let's dive in and break this pattern. You see, in the previous examples, if you closely observe, whenever you start to do a certain thing that you know is having a power to drag you further and further, what you do is you actually do that thing or perform that task just for one time. For example, the guy who doesn't want to get drunk and wanted to have only one beer, but eventually he got drunk, is actually started the process with just one beer and then caught up with the momentum. Similarly, in the second example, she doesn't want to waste her entire day just by watching TV, but eventually he ruined her whole day by watching the complete series. Has actually started the process with just one episode and caught up with the momentum. So that means you just have to start the process keeping in a limit, let's say for 5 minutes or for 15 minutes, and then you will automatically get caught up to the momentum and end up making the progress. Now let's understand how you can implement this in a positive way, okay? Let's say you wanted to complete an online course that you have enrolled for years, but because of your procrastination habit, you haven't yet completed and you feel guilty about it. You don't get time for completing the course. You have many other more priority stuffs to do. But you know what? You don't get time to complete this course because it's time consuming. You may have to put 1 to 2 hours every day for a month or so. So now, instead of thinking that you need to put so much hours, so much big or giant hours, 2 hours, 5 hours to your course, what you can do is just shift or tweak your thinking process to 5 minutes. So basically now, instead of telling your mind that you need to put 1 or 2 hours into the course in a regular basis, what you need to tell is you just have to put just 5 minutes, right? So what will happen if you tell the 5-minute story to your mind is then your mind will give you the permission saying, okay, go and do for 5 minutes. What will happen in the 5 minutes? So it's fine. Just go and do it. And once you get into that course for 5 minutes, you'll eventually end up putting 1+ hours into that course. But you don't know it. You won't even realize it that you have already spent 1 hour. So this is what you need to do. Right? You need to tell your mind that you just have to do this stuff for 5 minutes, and after that, the momentum brings the speed. That psychology will take over your mind and will start giving you the push to complete the task for next 1 hour or 2 hours. You won't even realize it. But one thing you must realize, that every day you have to tell your mind that you have to invest just 5 minutes. You should not tell that it's a 1 hour, 2 hour, yesterday I spent 2 hours, so again today I have to spend 2 hours. No, this way it will not work. You need to tell your mind, if every single day there is just a 5 minutes job, I just have to spend 5 minutes and that's it. And then momentum will take care of the rest of the thing. It will bring you the speed and you will eventually complete the course that you have been waiting to complete from past couple of years. Okay, now let me give you another example. It's about going to a gym. When you start going to a gym, usually initial time, like for 1 week or 15 days, you'll be very enthusiastic, very motivated to go to the gym and complete the gym stuff. But eventually when the time flies, after 1 month or couple of weeks, your motivation level will go down, and eventually you will start thinking that it's boring, it's tough, it's too much time I have to spend, so let's stop going to the gym, and you will stop at the end of the day. So what you need to do here is again the same thing you need to implement, just 5-minute formula. You just tell your mind that okay, I just have to go for 5 minutes. No need to think of the running, no need to think of the lifting the weights, no need to think that 2 hours I have to work out or anything like that. Just tell your mind that I have to go just for 5 minutes, and that's it. Once you reach to the gym, once you reach to the place, the momentum will take over your mind and you will start working out and end up spending whole hour in the gym, and you won't even realize it that you are actually working towards it. You see, this simple tactic that you have been practicing for your entire life has the power to transform your life. Just that you need to channel this practice. You yourself practice this technique on a daily basis, unconsciously, on the disempowering activities. Instead, you just have to use this technique on more constructive and more effective and more positive activities that can actually transform your life in a radical way and give you more happiness and more growth in your life. Hi guys, if you like the video, if you like what you just saw, please comment one of the activity that you have been procrastinating, and today you will take that 5-minute formula and change your activity. Okay, and also please make sure to like, subscribe the video, and also let me know if you have anything to say so that I can come up with more good videos for you guys. Please like and share and subscribe. Thank you very much, and don't forget to put the comment. And thank you so much for listening to me and listening to this video in its entirety. Okay, thank you so much. See you.